Thank you.
is way better than
so we
one
can take trips
income.
and vacations and stuff like that together.
And
I don't want to just leave you because I'm not going to stop going on my vacations. I'm out of here.
Right,
just right. You know.
DR, here I come.
Thank you.
Right. Nobody is trying to live like that.
I go on vacations and I like to hit it.
But it depends on how it apply. Like if somebody, sometimes you got stay at home dads, stay at home moms, or you know somebody taking care of the household. You don't always want to rely on daycare, whatever the situation may be. Now if you just got one bum and one queen, one bum, one king.
Nikki,
I mean, if that works for them, they can do that. If they can do that, hey, but sometimes it's just not that simple. They gotta do what they gotta do.
Some people live like that, and they rather have their woman stand home and they take care.
TGIW, you listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show.
TGIW, everybody. Trying to turn down these headphones. The mic down. Okay, there we go. TGIW, everybody. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. What am I talking about? In the mic. On the mic bloopers. Today is Wednesday. All day long it's been Wednesday, and I'm just really excited to be here with you all. As you can see, I'm here by myself. How it all started. Co-host should be here soon, but for right now, I have you all to myself, which I appreciate, and I want to thank everybody who is tuned in today. Wow. Let me just take a deep breath. It has been that kind of week for me. I'm telling you, it has been rough. I'm going to be real transparent with you tonight. There has been a lot going on, and sometimes it happens like that. You get to a point in your life where you have a lot of different pressures coming from all different angles. To tell you the truth, before I got here, hey, there's the fellas. What's going on? Oh, and Bearing Snacks. I just love them. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. It was one of them kind of weeks for me. So tonight, it is what it is. Yeah, although this is not the It Is What It Is radio show. I'm just using that term. Yeah, we already on. We already up and running, family.
Yo, Blizzard is lit.
Zank! He brought the jumbo joint.
I didn't buy these.
Donut? Oh, my goodness.
Mama Z bought that for
Mama Zena. Thank you. Mama Z, you're the best.
She trying to hide the donuts. I was like, they don't like donuts.
Who don't like donuts?
Oh, no, I saw them.
Who don't like donuts? Don't be trying to hold out.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't be trying to hold out.
Like, if I see them donuts, I'm gonna say something.
Mama, thank you. You know exactly what we like. Thank you, Mama. Let me tell you something, Mama Z. You just made my whole night. Just with these donuts. Thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm glad y'all here, because I was about to let our listeners have it. Not in a bad way. I'm talking about just releasing some of the stress.
Release that stress. Come on.
That I have been going. So I was telling them before I got here, I have to be real. I was driving and I just had one of those good old cries. Like, you know, the kind of ugly cry. Like you like I had one of those on the way over here. Yes, I did. And that was the release, one of the releases that I needed. Because sometimes you get to a point in your life where stuff is just overwhelming. You got people pulling you from this angle, that angle, stuff you got to do, deadlines, and it's just been crazy. But it's a good thing because it forced me to get to a place where I just reevaluated everything in my life. Like I had to sit down and just look at stuff in my life. Like, what is it that's in my life right now that I don't need, that I can just hit the delete button on, just to relieve some of the pressure and the stress. And then I had to say to myself, what help that's around me that I'm not utilizing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have the support and help you need, but you're just not using it in the way that you should. So I had to do all of that. I had to reevaluate some things in my life. And that's the good thing of sometimes getting to the point where you feel like you're overwhelmed and that you're about to break down. Because it forces you to really take inventory of your life. Like, what's going on? What can I eliminate? Or how can I manage my time better? Or how can I handle stress better? What do I have to say no to? And recently, let me just be real frank about it, family, since we sharing.
Yep, let's be real.
These past couple of weeks, I have had to hit the no button on some stuff. People have asked me, can I do stuff, or can I go here? And I had to be clear and say no. And that has been a struggle for me over the years because I have a kind heart, because I'm a nice person. People feel that I'm a reliable source. Because I'm a consistent person, they feel like they can come to me and ask me to do things or to give them this, give them that. And I had to get real with myself. I'm like, I'm only one person. And as much as I'd like to help everybody on the planet, I just can't do it. So I had to hit the no button. I had to say, no, I can't do that. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not going to be able to go there. I'm so sorry. But I love you anyway. I just can't do it. And sometimes you're going to have to say no to some things and some people in your life that might not like it.
That is actually so important. Like, I feel like, because I've seen some of my family members go through it too, it's like when you just won't turn away the chance to help someone, because it's like, you enjoy helping people, but soon it just kind of tires you out and you can't do anything and you're kind of trapped.
Absolutely. And so I realized that, like, I was like, oh my goodness, what? Now, there are some very positive things happening in my life that I'm excited about, like the Wisdom on the Wall. We've turned that into a ministry now where when we do the workshops that we do, we don't charge people to register for them. We just put it out there, and if they want to give a love offering or a donation, we open the floor for them to do that. And I feel like, to me, that's the best way to do it. When people want to give to your efforts willingly, they'll do it. Like, people have been donating to the Wisdom on the Wall ministry like crazy. All we did was say, hey, we're having this workshop. We want you to come. And we really give our all at these workshops. Like, we're giving them wisdom nuggets. We're staying up preparing real presentations. We're spending time on planning these workshops. And when the people come, they truly enjoy it. And when they leave, they want to give because we gave of ourselves. So, you know, sometimes everything can't be about a profit. Everything can't be about $1. Although you do have to know your worth and your value. Yes. So don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, though, there are times when you have to know when to charge and when not to. When to price something to death and when not to. Yep. And allow people to want to give. Like, I had to restructure even how we do things here on the show. And I'm gonna be real frank. I'm just being honest tonight, because that's what tonight is about. Hit that bell for me one time for being honest. One time. I even had to reevaluate how we do things on the show. Let's just name this show tonight Truth Night. Okay, or however you want to say it. Tonight is Truth Night. All of us going to take a turn and go around the room and get something off our chest. Nicole, you welcome to do the same thing. We're going to cleanse the night. Because that's what, I mean, listen, we don't have this platform for no reason. And my thing is, I think when people hear other people being transparent about the things that they're going through and how they're dealing with it or not doing so well dealing with it, then people don't feel like they're alone in this world when they go through hard stuff, right? So I even had to reevaluate how we do stuff on the show. You know, I don't want to charge any guests to come on the show. We tried that. But that goes against the nature of Miss Be Inspired. I really do want to help people. I want this platform to be about helping people. So when you come on this show, we want you to come on this show, but we want you to willingly donate and sponsor. We do. We still want you to donate and sponsor because that's how we get to stay on the air. But we want you to have the best interview experience you've ever had. And we've had guests come on this show and say that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
That's why we're award winning. That's all I'm
right.
saying.
We've had them come on here and say, you know what? I have never felt so relaxed in a radio station or in a radio show. Right. So we want you to come and have that experience. We don't want to charge you to do it. We want you to come. We want you to support. And then we want you to donate after you've had the best interview experience, or even if you're a listener. Now, don't get it twisted. You do not have to be just a guest to donate or to sponsor our show. If you are a listener and you want to support the Be Inspired Radio Show,
please. Just please.
Open arms.
Open arms.
We receive. And we appreciate. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing all night tonight. Just letting y'all have it. It's just releasing. Because my thing is, I refuse to walk around with my shoulders up in my ears because I'm so stressed out and tense.
Nah, you gotta let that out. It ain't good to hold, you know what I mean? That's what I'm starting to learn. Like, it ain't good to keep the stress and everything, and you gotta release it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
What's some of the yoga stuff that you teach the kids? What's
some
of that stuff?
I was just about to say.
Yes, come on. You the expert tonight, Blizz.
All right. Let me put this on the charger real quick.
All right, Liz is going to give us some stress relief tips.
All right, so
somebody listening to this need this tonight.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to go in.
Somebody needs this tonight.
It's going to be bars, but it's going to be yoga bars.
Okay.
It's like, nah.
I'm good with that.
All right, first thing you do, close your eyes.
Okay, do that right now.
All right, everybody close your eyes, sit up nice and straight.
Okay.
Keep your body nice and still. And first thing you're going to do, you're going to inhale through your nose, fill your stomach out with air. And then you're going to exhale out your nose, let your stomach go in. All right. So when you inhale all the good things, you inhale all the love and positivity that the earth has to offer. And then when you exhale, you release out all of that negativity, all of the stress, all of the things that are holding you back from making you be the best person you are. So you just keep breathing at your own pace. You inhale the love. And you exhale out all of that negativity. And you just keep breathing at your own pace. Just make sure you inhale and exhale out your nose. All right.
What?
Alright, that's the regular breath. Now the stress breath is different. So,
Okay.
So what the stress breath is, you inhale deep through your nose. You lock your chin in your chest. Sorry about that. And then you bring your head up and exhale out. So when you inhale.
Oh my God, that feels so good.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta do that one again.
So when you inhale, like I said, you inhale all that love and that positivity. And then you lock your chin in your chest. While your chin is at your chest, you think about all the stress and everything you can release. So think about, visualize all of the stress, all of the negativity you can release. And then when you ready, only when you ready, you bring your head up, open your eyes, and exhale it out. Yeah. So that's the stress breath.
We're going to have to do this every show.
That's the stress breath.
Every show we going to have to do that. Oh, my goodness. That felt good.
Yeah.
I like that one because you're physically, like, putting your chin to your chest, and then when you release it, you can really feel the release that way.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones, the stress breath.
I like that. Yeah. Let's give it up for Blizz. Yeah. That was good.
You know, this candy's killing my stress right now.
So, yes. Lots going on. Tonight is going to be all about releasing and relieving the stress. I know I'm not the only one. I know I've seen a couple of posts from friends who've said that 2018 came in like a mighty rushing wind, as they say in church. Like, just came in like a flood. All kinds of stuff happening. I know my stuff started in December with my car being totaled and just some other stuff. And it's kind of hard, especially when your basic needs aren't met. When you need transportation, you need somewhere to live, you need money, it's hard to think about anything else beyond that sometimes when your basic needs are not met. And that's real. That's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's a real thing.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're a knight.
Yeah. So that's a real thing. But anyway, we're getting ready to go to break. When we come back, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsor for the show. And we're also going to give a few announcements. There are some events that I personally have going on. And I know the fellas got some stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about that when we come from the break. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show on the award-winning station, BeExposedRadio.com.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry's show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have-Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to kick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh, God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh, gotcha.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m., I mean, they pay us to do this, so we go off
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday,
right here
7
on
p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW family, welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
And the artisan angel Azrael.
So you might see us scrolling on our phones. That's because we try and share this video out. And we're going to ask y'all to do the same thing. Help us tonight get the word out about the Be Inspired Radio Show. If you're tuned in via Facebook Live, share it out. Invite all of your friends. If you're tuned in via YouTube, click on that link, share that link out. And if you are tuned in via the website, also share out that link. We want to increase our numbers. When the Women in Business International were on the show, we had 1.3K listeners that week, a little over that. Last week, we were significantly lower, and that's okay because every week is different. But we need your help to get the word out. We want people to know about the Be Inspired Radio Show and all the great things that we have going on. And besides, we have the dopest hosts around. I mean, it doesn't get any better than Miss Be Inspired, Azrael, and Blizzard. It just doesn't. So I'm just being real. Yeah, but for real, share the video out, share out the link out to everyone and invite them to join our show. I want to give a special thanks to our sponsor for the next 30 days, Women in Business International, which I mentioned just a few minutes ago. They were on the show about 2 weeks ago, and we had a great time, and they are a wonderful organization. Women in Business International is a distinguished group designed to empower, uplift, and inspire women in business by establishing an immense network of entrepreneurs and professionals that will spread like wildfire both locally and internationally. To learn more about this amazing organization, go to their Facebook page at Women in Business International. Like and share their page with every woman boss you know across the globe. Also, look out for the Women in Business International radio show that's going to be coming soon. And yes, I am a supporter of that show and of the group. I just think it's amazing when especially women come together, any group of people, but when women can come together and support one another, I think it's amazing and wonderful. So shout out to Women in Business International, who is a sponsor of the Be Inspired Radio Show, and I am grateful. So it is announcement time, family.
Yeah.
This past Saturday, we had the Wisdom on the Wall workshop. Huge success. Shout out to everyone who participated in that. Shout out to my cousin Brianna and my auntie Teresa who came with me. They traveled all the way from Baltimore to Delaware with me. And also my husband, Titus Farrell, director, producer, filmmaker, curator extraordinaire. He was there. He actually did film the event. So shout out to my hubby. He's a busy man, so the fact that he was able to take time to help me is a big deal.
Aww.
I'm blushing a little bit. You know, this month is love month too, so had to give a shout out to my boo. Yeah. Flutters.
Come on, let's give a bell for black love.
That's right. That's right. Couples that last in this lifetime, because you know that's a rarity nowadays. Seem like everybody getting divorces every 5 seconds. So
lack of maturity.
Yeah, and it's not that relationships don't have trouble and issues, but the challenge is, and it's a good challenge, to hang in there even when those challenges come. And let me tell you, we've had, my husband and I, and this is just a sidebar, we can talk about it after the break because I don't want to take up all the announcement time talking about this. But me and my husband have had some relationship altering situations happen in our relationship. Let me just put it like that. But we decided that we wanted to stick in there, hang in there, and make it work. And our children are a huge part of that because we want them to see. Now, we love each other now. Because I'm not saying that if someone is abusing you or doing something like that, don't stay in a relationship like that because of the kids. Now, that is because they don't deserve to see their mother or father being abused. I'm just being honest. But if there are things that you two can get through together and you both agree on that, I say work it out, especially when you have the kids there. It's important for them to see their parents together and work things out, especially when there is love there, but you just have challenges and things that get in the way. Because let me just say, challenges and stuff, they're going to come in relationships. You're going to disagree at times because these are two different individuals with sometimes two different ideas about how they view life. And it happens.
Two quick things about kids, marriage, and relationships and all that. I would say in general, make sure that you're good before kids are involved. Yeah. Because y'all need to, because kids take a lot.
They do.
So you need to have a strong foundation before even taking that step, because that's like putting a 10-ton boulder on a house. If you don't have a strong foundation, it's gonna crash.
And you're right about that. You're wise beyond your years.
And also remember, people, like, I understand the emotions, but you have to be realistic. Love is not all it takes for a relationship to last. You have to understand that you may love each other, but sometimes people just aren't compatible and they can't work with each other. I've seen that as a big problem recently, but
flesh and blood, as the scripture says, flesh and blood did not reveal that to you. You are wise beyond your years, and you have been blessed by God to know some stuff, young man. You're going to be all right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, family. Let's take this break. When we come back, for real this time, we're going to do announcements. I got on my soapbox. Y'all know.
Y'all know we forgot. No, I ain't forgot.
Yeah, so when we come back for the break, we're going to do announcements for real this time.
We have a little show.
That's right, we actually do. Stick around for more of the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this snippet.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the how
much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, you know, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, you know, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they're also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with HL7 Azrael.
Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
And your boy Blizzard.
Well, family, tonight is just truth night. Nothing special. We are just telling our truth about some stuff.
Facts.
And in the beginning of the show, I was telling the fellas, I was like, before I got here, as I was driving over here, I had one of those, like, ugly cries. I was just, and sometimes you need that. That's a release, too. Sometimes you get to the point where you're like, I have had it. Everybody wants something from me, you know? And that's how I felt. Like, everybody. But then I had to also like snap some sense into myself and say, like, I really do have some amazing people around me too. And I didn't want to get overwhelmed by all the people who are pulling at me for me to promote their agenda and forsake the people that I have in my corner that really support. And so I'm going to pause and say thanks, fellas, because y'all are part of that support system. I appreciate y'all.
Cheers.
Y'all stay bringing snacks.
Yeah.
Keep a sister laced with sugar, although I don't need that because I have been doing very well with my weight loss and my not eating meat and drinking more water. I have to be honest, I did fall off the wagon last night. I did have spaghetti that had turkey ground in it.
Spaghetti, that sounds so good.
It does. Oh my God.
Yes, I fell off the wagon because it was good. I made it for the kids and I was like, oh. So that reminds me, I got to make sure that I make meals on the side for myself that doesn't include meat because it's easy to get tempted.
All I'm saying is once the crock pot comes out.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get that beef with the potatoes.
I can't do
throw
that.
Throw the corn in there.
That is so
with the onions.
Blizz. I mean, not Blizz, Azrael.
Ooh.
That is so counterproductive.
But it's so good.
First of all, I just had a mommy moment. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. If you have more than one kid, you start calling your children everybody's name. I just had that.
No, I do that with my family.
Forgive me, family.
I always call my aunt, grandma. I mean, anytime one of them's getting on my nerves, I call them the wrong name. It's just like, my bad. Y'all do the same stuff, y'all sisters. Like,
y'all twins.
Like, chill on me. It's not my fault.
Right, it happens. But yeah, that's counterproductive, Azrael. I ain't listening to you. I'm not cooking no beef, okay? That is so counterproductive.
Good, though, with the okay,
I don't care.
Don't
it's not
eat
helping
the beef,
me.
then just eat the potatoes, because we know the potatoes are the best part anyway.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I don't eat potatoes.
What?
I eat French fries, but I don't eat potatoes.
What?
Blizzard? You need that.
You need Jesus. You need some prayer.
I can eat some French fries, but I don't eat mashed potatoes.
Blizzard.
On the air.
Blizzard.
I don't eat macaroni. I don't like cheese.
All my praying saints, I'm gonna need y'all to pray for Blizzard.
What you need is my mom used to make the rosemary potatoes. It's like it's Blizzard. with the nice.
I eat some French fries.
You don't eat mashed potatoes?
Nah.
What?
Blizzard potatoes are great though.
Queen.
On.
I eat rice.
Queen Fiend, if you are listening.
Yo,
fix your boo. Okay.
I eat rice.
Get him. He don't eat potatoes.
Get
What's
your
wrong with
mans.
him?
I eat rice.
That is a staple.
Come on, though. Potatoes are lit though.
I'm good.
No.
We have to do announcements.
Okay, thank you for the reminder. Okay.
Come on, Blizzard. I'm gonna get you for that later. Like, I'm sorry.
All right, so let me give another shout out to our sponsor. Special thanks to our sponsor, Women in Business International. Women in Business International is a distinguished group designed to empower, uplift, and inspire women in business by establishing an immense network of entrepreneurs and professionals that will spread like wildfire both locally and internationally. To learn more about this amazing organization, go to their Facebook page at Women in Business International. Like and share their page with every woman boss you know across the globe. Also, look out for the Women in Business radio show coming soon. So thank you so much to Women in Business International for sponsoring this show. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the Be Inspired radio show, there are a few ways you can do that. First, we do accept donations. If you just want to give to the Be Inspired radio show to keep us on the air every month, we accept that. You can send funds to paypal.me/Be Inspired LLC. I'm going to put that in somebody put that in the thing. Yeah, I'll write it down. We're going to put it in the Facebook live feed. But if you would like to donate to our show, please do so. We accept donations. Also, we have some fabulous packages here at Be Exposed Radio where you can sponsor and get a commercial, a radio commercial, or you can have your ad placed on air and so much more. So we would love for you to go to www.beexposedradio.com. Check out the website. There is a sponsorship link that you can go to. There's a form that lists out all the prices and all the packages that we have. We would love to have your support of the station and of the Be Inspired radio show. Also, March the 24th, somebody say March 24th.
March 24th
is the Beauty Over Brunch event where yours truly will be a speaker. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. Shout out to Brandy Williams, who I admire in so many ways. And we kind of watched each other grow and evolve. So last year, I was the host of that event. Amazing, a room full of powerful women, a panel of amazing speakers, and this year is no different. They're going to have a blush hour where the ladies get to learn how to put their makeup on. Oh. And then after that, there's a whole panel of speakers, and I'm one of them. I'm going to be talking about overcoming brokenness to get to the point where you have high self-esteem. So I'm going to be talking about brokenness and low self-esteem, which is something that I've personally walked through. There's a whole bunch of other stuff coming up, but I want to hear from y'all fellas. What y'all got coming up?
How much are the tickets for that?
Oh, the tickets. Okay, so yes, I got to give y'all some more information about that. Later on in the show, I will give you all the information on how to register for that event and how to get tickets. I didn't get a chance to print out the flyer.
Because I might register. I need some more self-esteem.
Oh, okay. Come on.
I'm gonna go.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you, and let me be real frank with you, just to give you a disclaimer. This presentation I'm going to do is not going to be a cookie cutter presentation. It's not going to be here's the 3 things you can do to boost your self-esteem. No, baby, I'm going to be digging deep. We're going to get over hurt. We're going to get over some of those stumbling blocks that have caused you to have low self-esteem. We're going to take the mask off and we're going to come out of hiding. So I'm going to be real with you.
I'm with it.
Because let me tell you, my journey to, I would say, recovering my self-esteem, it was a deep journey. I had to get to the core of some stuff in my life, some ugly stuff, some stuff that I didn't want to deal with and confront in order to get to the place where I could say, you know what, I do have confidence in myself. And let me just be real frank with you. I would not have been able to get to this point without my faith in God. My faith in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to the glory of God the Father. Let me tell you, it took some real soul searching. And that's just real. So I'm not gonna hold back on the 24th. I'm just letting y'all know.
There we go.
It's not gonna be a cookie cutter presentation. I'm not gonna get up there and say this is what you need to do to get hot. No, baby. We're gonna deal with some of them dark areas in your life. Let's get over the hurts and brokenness so that we can get to the place where we actually do have confidence and realize we don't have to do it on our own.
The road to recovery is a hard one.
It is. And a lot of times, and see, the reason why people lose faith, and this is the soapbox, and then we'll get back to the announcements, but the reason why people lose faith, especially in God, is because we first put out faith in flesh, which scripture tells us, put no confidence in flesh. This flesh is already flawed. And so when we put our confidence in other people, and we expect them to be our only avenue to God, that's when we lose faith. Because people can disappoint you. People can hurt you. People can do all of that. And my thing is, you're supposed to love one another. Definitely love one another. But to put your full confidence in man to approve you, to accept you, is a huge mistake. Because, yeah, I'm just being honest. And once I realized that God is my source, and that I have been putting my confidence in all the wrong places anyway, once I made that discovery in my life, things started to really change in a positive way. So we're going to talk about it, family. We're going to talk about it. All right. I know that was a little deep, and I know I was on Miss Be Inspired Soapbox, but what I tell y'all tonight, the topic is truth. That's it.
Facts. Truth.
Hashtag facts. That's what we doing.
Yes.
That's what we doing tonight. Because I could get on this. We could, not just me, because this is a team effort. Me, Blizz, and Azrael could get on this radio show every week and sell y'all a bunch of lies if it sound good. We can get on here with all the enthusiasm in the world.
Gotta keep it real.
Exactly. The fact is, people appreciate, and I'm sure all of you appreciate, when people can be transparent about some of the things that they go through and say, listen, this week, I didn't feel good. This week, I didn't feel inspired. This week, I was about to fall apart. But how did I do that? How did I deal with that? That's what people want to hear, for real.
Right.
That's Miss Be Inspired Soapbox, albeit unscheduled. But that's Miss Be Inspired Soapbox.
To be continued.
Right?
So what are your announcements, Blizzard? What you got
let's see.
going on?
Tis the season of love. Tis the season of love.
Yes, tis is.
Shouts out to my bro, Mans of Bricks, a.k.a. Chase Sally. He just dropped his project, Cut for Season. EP is on SoundCloud. Queen Fiend has a private listening party for the Chronicles of Molly J. Reloaded.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I will be going to that.
11:35.
One love.
North Monroe Street, music by DJ Steve, hosted by Queen Fiend. That's at Vernell's. Let's see, what else? Oh, I have a show coming up February 17th. Rock the Mic at posted by Taylor G. Shouts out to the home. So that's next Saturday, 8:30 to 1 a.m. You want more information about that show or any other announcements, just holler at the kid.
Nice. Bell time. That was what's up.
There we go.
What's up, Ash?
So, tis the season of love. I'm going.
That's such a nice intro. Tis the season.
I like that.
I got it from Blizzard.
How about we do that though for the whole month?
Tis
the season of love.
Ironically, well, sadly, I was saying it ironically. I hate February. But
also counterproductive, Azrael.
There's a Valentine's Day show on the 10th. Let me pull it up so I can read you all the information all at once.
This is a show for Friday, right?
No, this is Saturday. Ooh. Okay, let me start with Friday. Friday, we have a open mic in honor of Victoria Swift, a youth activist who was killed, I think last year. Yeah, around Mondawmin because they were trying to rob him and all this other stuff. But basically, we made an organization in honor of him to help the talent of Baltimore, the young talent, and to help give them direction. So we're just throwing a little event. It's at 235 Holiday Street. I will be posting the flyer if you're interested, and it's free before 9. It's going to be fun and great. Starts at 8. It rhymes. And then we have And then we have the Dawn Lee Boy event, the Be Mine event, which is, it's for all the adults 18 and up. There's mingling, the single mixer, speed dating, and an open mic section. It's $10 if you get the ticket ahead of time, $15 at the door. You'll be getting a special performance by HLVII Azrael.
Hey!
Yeah, some stuff I haven't showed anybody yet.
Send that flyer, please and thank you.
Yeah, I'm debuting a new song.
Come through. Wait, okay.
Yep.
I love it.
And it's bring your own beer. There's food, vendors, and drinks though.
Okay then, family. Oh shucks, now wait a minute. Now somebody needs somewhere to go.
And it's on Maryland Avenue. Y'all can come. It's on the 10th. It'll be lit.
This is weekend.
Yes, this weekend, Saturday. There's a show Friday and Saturday.
Gosh, what is this? Y'all, this month is just going by.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I do have an announcement though I need to make. Nate sent me this announcement. His little cousin is missing.
Oh no.
So we need to get the message out there. We need to get the word out there. You can call Nate or you can call his mother, Lakeisha Viham. His number is Nate. If you don't know Nate, he is the host of the Artist Exchange radio show, and he's also one of the producers here at Be Exposed Radio. His cousin is missing. If you have any information, you can call him at 443-839-0118. Again, the number is 443-839-0118. He was wearing khaki pants, burgundy hoodie, black bubble coat, black Under Armour book bag. And if anyone has seen this young man, please give Nate a call at 443-839-0118. Please, we definitely do not like to hear about people being missing or hurt in any kind of way. And on the Be Inspired radio show, we don't play about that.
Yeah.
We want to make sure everybody's well-being is intact. So if you have seen this young man, again, he was last seen wearing khaki pants, burgundy hoodie, black bubble coat, black Under Armour book bag. His mother's name is Lakeisha Viham, and I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Viham, Lakeisha Viham. But you can also reach out to Nate at 443-839-0118. So that's serious business. We're going to also pray for him, Lord. We pray that he will be found well and unharmed. We pray that you will bring him safely back to his family and loved ones. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. So there we have it. We want this young man to return back safely to his family and loved ones. We do not want anything to happen to him. So we're praying that he will be found, family. All right. So when we come back from the break, I'm going to give you more information about the Beauty Over Brunch event per the advice of Azrael, which I would love for everyone to come to and participate. It's always so much going on at that event. They even have like a photo booth and all that good stuff, vendors. You can get goodies, swag bags, and the whole nine. And again, your girl, Miss Be Inspired, is one of the speakers. I'm so excited. My life is sort of taking a turn here, I'm seeing. And I'm going with the flow that this year is about me being on platforms and being able to speak and share my story. And I pray that doors like that will open for you too, especially if that's something you're looking for. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired radio show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
I thought you was going to have my money.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now, here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Back, family, to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com with your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
And the artisan angel HL7 Azrael.
And as you can see, we are sharing this video out to everybody. And we're asking you to do the same thing. Invite all of your friends. If you're tuned in via Facebook Live, we ask that you invite everyone to view this video. If you are tuned in not viewer. If you are tuned in via YouTube, share the link out. And also if you're tuned in via the website, share the link out for that as well.
We got a few comments.
We do. Okay, let's get to them comments then.
Mark Gray said, "What's up, Naomi? Miss Be Inspired, them girls."
Yes,
them
girls.
Skyline Foundation Feed the Homeless charity event next weekend.
Yes.
It's in DC.
Okay.
February 17th, Baltimore, February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Volunteers wanted, donations needed. And then he asked, "Are you and them girls available this Saturday afternoon?"
This Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, that's what Mark got.
Oh, I should be. What we got going on? Inbox me, Mark. Cause I don't think I have anything really planned for this weekend, which is actually a good thing. For once, I'm not like overbooked. So Mark, inbox me. Hopefully, them girls will be able to stop through. What else we got? Whatever comments we got.
I can't scroll all the way up.
Oh, let me see if I can.
Oh yeah, Queen Fiend saying you need to try new stuff, Blizzard.
That's
yes. Thanks, Queen. Thanks, Queen. She's right.
Okay.
I like what I like, man.
Have you had potatoes though?
Yes, I've had potatoes.
And you just don't like them.
I just don't like them.
Who made them for you?
What you mean who made them? Why do it matter?
Because that's a big question. That's a good point. Like,
right, Azrael.
Everyone's food is different.
Right.
My grandmother made them when I was down in Virginia.
Okay,
well, we can't say nothing against grandma.
Those are the good potatoes.
I caution against that.
I'm saying sometimes though you have to try other people's potatoes. Because honestly, for example, I'm gonna be honest. My grandmother's potatoes, her mashed taters, I don't be feeling it. Right, but like you need the.
I like French fries.
French fries.
People with French fries.
I'm gonna get you some.
But that is the most unhealthy form of the potato because it's cooked in grease, and then if I know Blizz, just a smidget, he putting salt, pepper, ketchup on there. You put salt, pepper.
I'm on my B-more.
Okay, so I'm just saying that is the most unhealthy form of the potato. I mean, you can bake them in the oven. You know, there are healthy ways to do it, but I know you're not eating the healthy way.
You know how when you bite into a potato, you feel the warmth and everything? That's the same as a normal potato. Like, it's beautiful. Blizzard.
I just stick to my rice and broccoli, man.
It's all about
rice
the
and broccoli is good, too.
I'm glad you eat your greens, but...
I love greens.
Potatoes.
Okay. I like a baked potato. For me, Sometimes I do that. I like a big and a loaded one, like the one you make at home with the broccoli on top and butter and sour cream and salt and pepper. Ooh, I'm hungry. Oh,
Me too, I ain't gonna lie.
I take small potato wedges and like I'll eat them and I'll chew them once or twice, and then I'll just swallow them somewhat whole, and it's nice because you can feel the warm and the heat.
Okay, so if you
potatoes
are a potato eating somebody, somebody just put in the comments. Just put in the comments, because I know I am. And the reason why we're saying this is because if you're just tuning in, Blizzard just messed around and said he don't like potatoes.
I love French fries though.
He said he don't like potatoes.
But
there's so much you can do with potatoes.
I feel like though it's not that you don't like potatoes, because French fries are potatoes. They're still, but I feel like it's the recipes.
The most unhealthy version of the potato, if I must say.
All right, so Blizzard, if you're gonna do that, at least like make homemade French fries. You know, one day you have to cut up the potatoes.
Oh yeah, I made homemade fries before.
They are beautiful.
Yeah, you can cook. You can put them in the oven. You can. It's a health. There are healthy ways you can make, French fries, but most people do not make it that way. Most people got the whole bottle of canola oil or vegetable oil
because it's so
good. They done poured it in the pot, in the pan.
It's so good.
They let that joker bubble up, and then they put the French fries in there. And they usually don't cut the potato into fries themselves. They go to the market and get the frozen version. So most people don't. So my thing is, if you say you like French fries, I know it's not the healthy.
All I'm saying is, one, if you're going to get French fries, you can't have the crinkle cuts. You need to have like the whole.
I like crinkle cut though.
It's not the same.
I'd rather eat the crinkle cuts than the strings.
Well, I love Western fries, but
we got a question.
Royal Farms, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole, our engineer / producer, just said, "Do you like Western fries?"
Yeah.
I love Royal Farms.
Okay.
Because I like the potato-y insides. Like,
I like Western fries. I do like Western fries.
Let's take a vote on it, and I'm going to get the audience in on this.
I do love Western fries.
All right. If you like Western fries the best, put a 1 in the comment. Put a 1 in the comment if you like Western fries the best. If you like crinkle cut, that's, you know what I'm talking about. It got them little waves in it.
Yeah.
If you like crinkle cut fries, put a 2.
And if you like the just thin cut fry, put a 3. I love those fries, like the thin cut, because you can make them crispy. You can make
2.
Western fries though, man.
Oh. Western fries. Okay, so if you like the straight fries, yes. Okay, and I'm gonna throw another one. If you like the sweet potato fry, put 4. I'm gonna put 4 because I like sweet potato
waffle fries.
Oh, that's number 5.
Yeah.
Wait, ooh, wait.
Yeah,
no, wait. Okay, I like the.
Yes,
wait,
Mama
no.
Zina's on my side. Straight fries.
She put straight fries.
Straight fries.
Oh, 3. Waffle fry is 5. Okay, so let me go down the list. We can rate through. We can rate through the vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 is, what did I say? The
Western fry, right?
Western fry. 1 is Western fry. So we getting our audience in on this. We're voting. 1. Put a 1 in the comment if you like Western fries the best. A 1 in the comment if you like Western fries the best.
Put a 2 if you like crinkle cut fries the best. Put a 3 if you like the thin, the
straight
shoestring.
The shoestring fries. 4 is sweet potato fries, and 5 are waffle fries.
Okay, so I just put. I don't have no coof. I put 2, 4, and 5.
I can only go with 3 because I like crispy fries. I love crispy fries. I want to be able to bite into it and feel the crunch of the potato and then the soft inside. And I'm just like,
I like a crispy fry though. Yes. I don't like a flimsy. Don't send me no plate of flimsy fries. Because they are going back.
All drooling.
No, do not send me no droopy French fries. I like a nice crispy
waffle fries.
Right, a standing fry.
Yes.
If my fry can't stand on its own, I don't want it.
Thank you.
Bulwark fries.
Bulwark? Okay, so now we're talking about the brand of fry. Okay, so let's do that. If you like boardwalk fries.
I love the boardwalk fries.
So we said waffle fries, but Chick-fil-A, because they are dated. Now I am all about Chick-fil-A.
Okay, pause.
I love Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
I would take boardwalk fries, but it's Chick-fil-A. The sauce, their barbecue sauce with the fry.
Well,
oh my god.
Okay, I don't know about the barbecue sauce, but the Chick-fil-A sauce with the French fry. Have you had the Chick-fil-A sauce? Do y'all know about the Chick-fil-A sauce?
I know about it, but nothing beats the barbecue in my eyes.
You got to ask them about the Chick-fil-A sauce. You got to say, can I get? You got to ask the person that you ordering your food from, can I get the Chick-fil-A sauce?
Mm-hmm.
See, because I didn't know about it. And somebody was like, you got to ask them for the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yo,
I'm just saying, y'all.
Yo, Chick-fil-A.
Mama Zena said,
have to be crispy.
Yeah, they have to be crispy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
don't send me no plate of no droopy French fries. They
My
going
thing
back.
is, Chick-fil-A is one of the only fast food places to where I can eat twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been at work up at Towson, and before I go into work, I'll grab a spicy chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm. My son likes that, by the way. Sidebar, he loves the spicy. He's 8,
buddy.
and he can kill a whole grown-up meal.
Yeah,
spicy chicken.
Mm-hmm. So after that, during my break, I'll be like, you know what, I'm hungry. I'll get some more Chick-fil-A. I can't do that with McDonald's, Burger King, any of that. Once I eat there I'm done for like a week. I get tired of their food.
Really? I be trying, but I work on a road, so it's like I gotta get something fast. So I don't have no choice but to sometimes go to a McDonald's or a Burger King.
I feel you.
Although,
but it gets tiring after a while. So
I hope you getting salad every now and then, though.
Speaking of Checkers, Mama Zena.
Checkers.
Wendy's salad though.
Yeah,
is lit.
Wendy's salad is.
Checkers though, their burgers. Okay, so the cheese on their burgers are kind of throw me off a little bit. Not even gonna lie to you.
About that when you're done.
Their wings are cool. Their snack stuff, they got their fries are nice.
Yeah,
but
their fries are nice.
Yeah, I like this seasoned.
They got what's it called? The funnel cake fries? They got funnel cake.
You know that is just overkill.
Have y'all ever had the Snackers? They got the little chocolate ice cream with the, and then they have.
I'm just watching your whole face light up right now.
It's right in front of us.
He is going off.
They have Kool-Aid slushies.
Oh,
Kool-Aid slushies where?
Yo, Checkers, they taste good.
Anybody with high blood pressure and diabetes, stay far away from that stuff.
Mind you too, it's black Kool-Aid. I was worried at first. It tastes, but it's not because it's a slushy. I know, I'm just throwing stuff. Because it's a slushy, you don't just taste the sugar. It's like you really taste the Kool-Aid, but it's not barely enough sugar. It's like a decent amount of sugar in slushy form, and it's just.
Now, let me just say,
it's beautiful.
When Checkers first came out years ago, I think their burgers and stuff were fresh, but as the years went on, it's just not the same. Just like any of these fast food restaurants. When I was little, oh my gosh, McDonald's burgers, that's where it was. And let me tell you, I would get the same thing every time. Cheeseburger and a strawberry milkshake. I would take a bite of my cheeseburger and a sip of my milkshake. I was in heaven. You can't do that these days because it's not going to have that same, the buns with sesame seed buns back then.
Well, unless it's a Wendy's burger, because Wendy's be killing it with the burgers.
Right. Yeah. Wendy's, they stayed pretty consistent over the years. I will say that, but McDonald's gets no love. I'm just sorry.
Their burgers taste like,
and we're not endorsing them in any way on our show. Unless y'all want to sponsor the Be Inspired Radio show, you could do that.
They don't have as much flavor as the Wendy's one in my. But yo, Wendy's Twitter is hilarious. Have y'all been watching? Like, I've been seeing so much about Wendy's Twitter. They fry everybody. McDonald's gets it.
I've never seen it.
Someone posted on Twitter and tagged Wendy's, and they were like, they said I'm in McDonald's. What should I get? At Wendy's, and the people at Wendy's said, well, you should get out of there as soon as possible and come to the nearest Wendy's.
Wow.
And
crazy.
then after that,
that's really bold.
They actually have a commercial on TV, like talking about, and it says McDonald's said from now on they're using fresh beef in most of their restaurants. And then after that, scratched that out and said, wait, what? That means in some you still use not fresh beef. Right. All we use is fresh beef. Kick that frozen. Yo, they fry everybody. Everybody gets it.
I'm pretty sure. Yo, whatever it takes to endorse their own business.
Wendy's is catty. Like, they be arguing with everyone and they fry everyone. No one is safe. I guarantee you, if you at Wendy's right now, they're going to say something.
Right.
I guarantee you.
Okay, so we got our first angry face. Yes, we did. I was looking at some of the, you know how people send hearts and likes and stuff. Well, we got an angry face. So sorry if we made you mad, family. It is what it is on this show.
Yep. I'm sorry, but we're only sticking with the best of fries.
Hello.
Best of places.
We made somebody mad about the fry conversation.
Yep. So honestly, people hype up McDonald's fries. I personally like Burger King and Wendy's fries because like McDonald's fries are very like salty, and then there's something about them. It's like they taste good,
right?
But when you look at it from a health side, like you really eat the fry and then you think about it, like, what's up with these fries? Burger King fries be thick and they're nice and potatoey.
I
so
like
are
Burger
Wendy's.
King fries. I don't like McDonald's fries. I'm sorry. I just don't. Because there is, and I'm. Hey, I might get another angry face, but hey, it is what it is. For me, I don't like. It's like it has an aftertaste for me, and that's what I don't like about it.
There's something up with their fries. And
speaking
of their fries, I thought of the same thing that they had a test with McDonald's fries, and they tested it with the cheese too. Like, have y'all seen that video where like you can smoke a McDonald's fry? Like it's weird. Like
what?
Yeah. Like it won't just catch on fire. Like it's gonna just light on.
Well, I mean, I did see that you could leave McDonald's food out.
That too.
And that joint would not rot for like forever.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then after that, those cheese slices too, and I'm very skeptical about it now.
Probably.
Yeah, it's like, so I guarantee you, if you go home, grab a slice of cheese, the yellow cheese, Kraft's, whatever. When you first of all, it looks kind of filmy, and then I saw a video on it. Put a flame near your cheese. It will not melt. It will burn.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Your cheese will, like, start to turn black, and it's going to burn. It will not melt.
That's not good.
Right, and that's like, I'm like, what is this?
That's not good.
Cheese melts when it comes in contact with heat, not gets black. Like, that's an issue. We need to get out of the habit of processed food. We have to go back to making our own stuff.
Now, let's talk about that. So, that is definitely, like, I think that's huge. I think that we really do have to give some thought to what we're putting in our bodies. I realized too that when I stopped eating meat, I could feel the difference in my body. I could feel the difference in, I wasn't as tired as much. Things are much more regular, not to get too graphic, but it is what it is, right? We keep saying that's our theme for the night. It is what it is. And giving I guess a shout out to the It Is What It Is radio show that's also here on Be Exposed Radio. But that's the truth. Tonight is about truth, right? So since I've stopped eating meat and since I've stopped putting a whole bunch of junk in my body, I can tell the difference. Even with how I deal with certain situations and stress, and even though I had a breakdown on my way here, I wasn't at the point where I could have been depressed behind it. And I remember when what's his name? Ahmed Childs came on our show, and he's cut out all meat. He's completely vegan. Everything is plant-based. And he was saying that he had depression and anxiety, and once he changed his diet, he doesn't deal with it like that anymore. So I know that there's truth to what you're saying, Azrael, that we need to be mindful because there are so many chemicals put in food. So much. I'm telling you, candy, even though we eating it. Snacks, you name it. And not even just that. Things that we eat like chicken and all the hormones that they put in. I saw on Facebook, somebody put a post on Facebook of a picture of this chicken that they got from one of the local markets that had chicken foot, but it looked like a hand. Disgusting. That chicken looked like a hand hanging off of the chicken. That's because they put so many hormones and chemicals in this stuff, and because they're like overproducing it because they have to make so much, they have to inject it with all this stuff. So yeah,
because we kind of focus too heavily on like we focus more so on quantity over quality, and that's the
true
issue.
Too.
Look at some of these Wendy's tweets. I'm
okay,
sorry.
That's gonna be fun. Go ahead, look it up. And if you see us scrolling, we're responding to comments. We're looking up stuff to talk about, all of that stuff. We're not trying to be disrespectful on air.
So there's a picture of a Fisher Price McDonald's ice cream set.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Oh my gosh.
And Wendy's shared it and said no. And someone said, hey at McDonald's, bet this works better than your ice cream machine. What do you think, Wendy's? Wendy's retweets it and says probably tastes better too.
Oh my gosh.
And someone said Wendy said, everyone telling us to chill. We took all our chill and put it in this cute cup. It's halftime. Go buy one. And then
they have somebody that must be dedicated to doing their Twitter and Twitter alone.
And then there's one, someone said, Tina the Talking Turtle said, what's better, a Wendy's Baconator or a McDonald's Big Mac? And Wendy said, depends. Do you like fresh beef and bacon or frozen beef and extra bread?
Oh gosh.
Yo, Wendy's, and then their commercial is like, and I'm watching their commercial right now. Mm-hmm. It's oh my goodness.
We can't show it to y'all.
Yeah.
So we can't. I wish we could, but we can't put it up. We can't put it up there.
It was saying.
Tell us about it, though.
McDonald's is saying that their beef is flash frozen to preserve the flavor.
Oh my
Wendy's
gosh.
said the iceberg that sank the Titanic was frozen too. Just saying. Wendy's is a monster.
They are going
Twitter.
for blood, aren't they?
Yes, and they've argued with McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic. Everybody gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets it.
And then Chick-fil-A also had beef with Arby's a while ago, and that was funny because Arby's fired shots in the commercial.
No pun intended. He said beef with Arby's. I know that was corny. I don't care. I'm a nerd about mine sometimes. I'm a geek about mine sometimes. So if you're just tuning in right now, tonight, we just having a conversation. You get to see Blizz and Azrael and myself just keeping it real about things. And right now we're talking about our favorite fries, all because Blizzard said that he doesn't like potatoes. Like what? Like, yes, he started a whole debate.
A war.
Because he's sitting up here talking about he don't like potatoes. What?
It's war.
No. So if you're just tuning in, thank you. We appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people who have tuned in. I can't even get to all of them. Well, Mama Zena is always.
Yeah.
She's always tuned in. Queen Fiend, thank you. Mark, thank you so much. Mrs. Joan Arrington, also known as Elder Joan Arrington. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think I saw Timothy Daniels and a couple of people who stopped through. We appreciate you and thank you for tuning in and also sharing the video out. Tonight, we just raw and uncut. We don't have a whole planned out show tonight. We are just having conversation. I want to also make sure that we get some more announcements out when we come back from the break. We do have our sponsor, Women in Business International. Thank you so much for being a sponsor of this show. We do have opportunities for you to offer to sponsor when we come back from the break. I'll make sure you have that information, and I will share more information about Beauty Over Brunch too. So stay tuned right here to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
All right, let's do to negotiate successfully. What can we do to negotiate successfully? It says silence can be a huge asset when you're negotiating or bargaining with someone. Most people feel deeply uncomfortable with silence, and they will do anything to try to break it, even if that means giving grounds in a major way.
That goes right back into the what was the other one where you just sit there and getting somebody to give you more information.
Right.
You just sit there. And
that's along the same lines.
Yeah.
But I think that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is going to be the period where that person's just looking back at you. Now you got to try to out Jedi mind trick them, and then force them to break the uncomfortable silence.
That's what the Jedi.
The Jedi, right? That's what I always call it, right? And break that. What do you think, Miss Janice? You think you can?
Black by Demand Radio Show. Be Exposed Radio.
Let go of our anger over it. We can say, you know what?
Yep.
We knew that would come. We knew better, and we were allowing something to happen. We almost fostered, maybe even
bring it on yourself.
Yeah, indulged in it to the point where that person could take advantage of us because we created a false, you know,
a whole false everything. Yeah.
Well, really, what happens is what you said before, because if you know who you are, and when you connect with someone who isn't fully who you want them to be, you start to find reasons to fill in those gaps to satisfy your own need, to make yourself believe they are who you want. You know that the first day. So when you go down the road and you get to that one day when those gaps are, the plug is pulled out, I knew it.
Hey.
I knew it.
I knew it was coming.
But why did you do it?
Yeah, you set yourself up.
Because you thought it was the closest thing to fulfillment. So you accepted it, and you figured you could do what? Change the person.
You know what's funny?
That's why
I never thought I could change the person. You know who I thought I could change?
Change the behavior.
No, you know who I thought I could change?
Yeah.
I thought I could change me. I thought I could mold or manipulate myself to
adapt to that person.
To adapt to that person. And that was actually, and I'm glad I went through this experience, because that was when I realized, no, there are
Salacious Life Radio are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
yourself.
Yes.
Fall in love with yourself.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Until you are comfortable being alone.
Yes.
You will never be comfortable with somebody else.
But it hurts. Being alone, it hurts.
Extremely powerful.
But it's real. It's real.
It's a reality.
Like, you have to be able to look in the mirror and be comfortable in silence.
Yeah.
You have
to be comfortable with your own thoughts, your own feeling. You have to be able to get in the shower and rub your body and be proud of what you have, regardless of if you're perfect, if you're not.
It's
just be comfortable with who you are.
Hey.
You know, I used to be uncomfortable with my big ass forehead. I'll tell people
she
all
does
the
not
time,
have a big forehead.
I do have a big forehead. But my father took me to go see Sade, and he bought me a bunch of Iman magazines. And
Salacious Life Radio Show.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Back, family. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're tuned in to the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. I decided to come back with a little pep in the step.
Yeah.
This is your girl, right? Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already snizzo, your boy Blizzard.
And the artisan angel HL7 Azrael.
Decided to wake it up a little bit. I felt myself dragging. Had a little donut, some sugar, and now I'm back where I need to be. So I told y'all before we left for the break that I was going to give you some more information about Beauty Over Brunch. Second annual Women's Empowerment Brunch, Strength of a Woman, March 24th, 2018. Tickets are $55, includes admission and brunch. The first 100 women to purchase tickets will get glam bags from our sponsors. You can register for this event at www.beautyoverbrunch.com on Eventbrite, or you can contact Brandy Williams at 443-699-9807. And as I told you before, I am one of the speakers of that event. We also have the lovely Erica Johnson, who is going to be hosting that event. Yours truly is a speaker, Erica Aisha, India Kaysen, Asia Doswell, Brandy Williams herself, the coordinator of this event, will be also a speaker. And then we have Aaliyah Faulkner, who will be our makeup artist for the evening or for the day, who will be doing a blush hour as well. I'm excited. It's going to be so much. Not to mention there are going to be vendors there. There are also going to be a whole bunch of stuff, just a bunch of stuff. Y'all got to go. Y'all have to register. Go to www.beautyoverbrunch. The tickets are just $55. Make sure you register. You're not going to want to miss this. The food is always on point. I'm telling you, there's like a dessert bar plus the brunch that you get, and the food is scrumptious. Last year I was actually the host of Beauty Over Brunch, and that was what's up. It was good. It was good. We have kind of been just shooting the breeze tonight.
Yeah.
Talking about truth. Talking about French fries. I got on Miss Be Inspired soapbox early.
What's everybody eating for dinner?
Oh,
that's
man.
a good question.
Because I'm hungry.
Right. Facts, as you would say. I am hungry. Well, like I told y'all, I made spaghetti last night. I did fall off the wagon. And I had some spaghetti that had turkey ground in it.
Ooh.
Now, I have been chronicling my journey on not eating meat, and I messed up last night. I was doing so well, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. What I need to do is make sure that I meal prep, which in some cases I've been saying is kind of hard for me to do, but not really. All I have to do is just set aside some stuff that I can eat. And even if I make spaghetti, the next time I'll make some sauce that does not have meat in it. Just that simple.
Why don't you kind of try to introduce your kids to the diet?
That's not a bad idea. Actually, they wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, because after watching some videos, I'm coming to the conclusion, and it's been said that humans don't necessarily need to eat meat, because most proteins originally come from plants, because plants are the only things able to take the raw chemicals in nature and create these special things. So
yeah, I listen.
Meat tastes good though.
Yeah, and it's been a process. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a process. Now, like I said, when I haven't eaten the meat, I can see the difference in my body. I can tell, things are just so much better in my body. I feel better. Things are moving a little better. Not to get too graphic, as I said before, but yeah. So I think my kids they don't mind it. Actually, my son actually wanted to do it with me. So he's very supportive, and so is my daughter. Not to be confused or mistaken, she's very supportive too. But my son, he's more so like, "Oh, if you're doing it, yeah, I'll do it with you, mom. Yeah, you know." So I think you got a point there.
Kids are nice.
Yeah. So yeah, to answer Blizzard's question, when I get home, I have a Southwest salad in the refrigerator waiting for me, so I will be eating that. And I don't know what else. What y'all gonna eat?
I'm still undecided.
Same.
French fries.
Something good, you feel me?
French fries.
Probably some chicken and broccoli.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Some white rice. Hit a little Chinese spot around there.
Yeah. I want to go to Sharif's, but it's closed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, they do.
I've only had one meal from there, and that came through Nate, who bought me some Sharif's that time. And he brought us, I said us because Azrael helped me eat it. It was some rice with salmon and some kind of special sauce. I don't even know what that sauce was. I'm just saying it was good. So I'm with you there, Azrael. If they were open, I probably would make a little stop over to Sharif's.
Right. Head right in there.
Right. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. You know where y'all should go to? There's a restaurant around here. My friend's family restaurant is called Breaking Bread. It's amazing.
Really?
Yes. It's right. It's right by the It's on the other side of the Ravens and Oreo Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, but y'all should try it. I'm gonna give y'all the address, but it's they have something called Sticky Wings. And it's like their famous sticky wings. They've been voted like some of the best wings in Baltimore.
Really?
They're amazing. Oh my God.
Do you know what's on the wings to call it for it to be called sticky?
It's a special sauce, and it's like it's really sweet, but then it has a little bit of heat to it, just like a cool tap of heat.
Okay.
And it tastes amazing. And the reason they're called sticky wings. It's like when you touch the wing, the sauce is very sticky.
Okay.
And they're amazing.
I figured it was probably something like that.
They're amazing.
Thank you, Queen Fiend, for hanging in there with us tonight. We appreciate you. And Mama Zena, they hanging there in us. Right there. I can't talk tonight. I'm just gonna stop talking.
That's the crew.
Azrael Blizzard is on you.
All right, what's up, Blizzard?
I'm done. I can't get a sentence out tonight.
So, how about that Super Bowl, Blizzard?
Hey.
Okay.
Go Eagles.
Yo, I feel like they're wildin'. They destroyed their city after they won. Like
that's what any team do when they win a championship.
Not in Baltimore. When Baltimore won, you saw.
There are some civilized.
I saw people go home.
They was riding, like like the Baltimore Riders. That's how I looked in Philly when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but when Baltimore won the Super Bowl, there was no.
It wasn't no riding. Like it was people in the streets acting crazy.
Of course, but like.
I was one of them.
Philly was on some riot type stuff.
Yeah.
They took down
I saw it.
signs and everything. And honestly, if we're looking statistically, Baltimore is technically a lot worse than Philly. Yeah. But Philly was just
they went out.
They went too far.
Their first time. You know how they were acting like a place that never won a Super Bowl.
Well, that's disappointing.
After
you need
all
to
them
act
times
like
that
you
they was
win.
this close to winning, they let it all out.
Yes, they did.
Oh, but to destroy your old city, I know the next morning someone got up like, dang, that wasn't such a good idea, huh? Because now...
somebody has to clean it up.
And guess what? It costs money to clean it up.
Taxes.
And guess who's paying for it? Them with them taxes.
Their pockets about to get hit up.
And they're going to be mad and be like, why are you... because y'all were stupid and destroyed the city. Like,
I had called my cousin after they won because my cousin lived in Philly. So I called him up. He was in the house. I was like, I'm surprised you ain't out nowhere. He was like, I ain't going out there. These people crazy.
Yo, the moment...
they was shooting and everything out there. Joint.
Oh, they're wild.
All right, 30 seconds to the break, family. We hanging in there, y'all.
We
moving right along. The time is going fast. But stay tuned. We'll be back to talk about whatever we feel like talking about after the break. Basically. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
What does hustle hard mean to you? What does that signify in your life?
That's a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? Like, true story. I was born into a family and a community of hustlers. Now, let's get focused right quick, because when people hear the word hustler, they confuse it with con artist or something negative. So they like to call people entrepreneurs, right? But the definition, and I'm paraphrasing, but the definition of hustle is forced movement or to be hurried, right? But we're not talking about just pushing other people. Sometimes you got to push yourself, and that what makes you a hustler. True story. So the thing about it is, like, when it comes to hustling, listen, quick story. I used to go buy juleps a lot, right? And my grandmother used to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket. Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand? So the next couple weeks, I
I'm
save
not
my money.
always a hustler.
Listen,
got to love
hey, but think
everybody
about
got
this.
a grandma story like that.
Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking Big Mama went through the Depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it and still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand?
That's so real.
I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle. And a hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's up front. You're providing a need. You understand? So you're the bridge. If you're a true hustler, you're trying to be the bridge. If somebody's on one side and they need to get the other, you're trying to be the bridge, fill in the gap. So hustling is a lifestyle. It's not something you can do 10 minutes out the day. It has to be something you live.
Word.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, family, to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah, your boy Blizzard.
And Azrael just stepped out for just a second. He'll be back in the studio in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for who's tuned in tonight. We appreciate you for tuning in and hanging in there with us tonight. As I was telling the fellas, this week has been quite a week. It has been so much going on, but we made it. And I always love coming on the show because the guys are so much fun. They keep me laughing and they keep the snacks coming. Yes. So we got our sugar on deck, even though we probably shouldn't be having it, but I know, right? I think all of us are feeling it. We've had enough sugar for the night. All of us are like, we're going to be ready for that nap, for that good night sleep tonight when we get home. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Tonight, we have been talking about truth, just truth, what our truth is. And for me, like I said, this week has been kind of hard. Even part of last week, there's been a lot going on and just a lot of pressures coming in from different places. My 9-to-5 job. While I appreciate the job, and it definitely is a means to an end, meaning I'm able to do some things in my life that I enjoy because of my 9-to-5, it has been stressful. Trust me, there were a couple of times where I was like, let me go ahead and put my 2 weeks in right now. It was just like that. And then there are some other things, just responsibilities that I have, and it was just becoming very overwhelming on top of other people asking me, can I help them? Can I do this? Can I do that? And I had gotten to the point where I was just overwhelmed at capacity. And I had to start saying no. I had to start pulling back and saying, I can't do it.
I don't know what it was about yesterday, but it's just saying I could not get off work.
Yeah.
It was just always something like, it was just this and then that. Like, okay, it's time to get off work. So I thought the last thing I had to do was going to take me like maybe 5 minutes, and I'm taking about 30.
Ugh.
So after that, go to the gas station, get the gas. Go to the gas. No, the first gas station I go to, they was like they didn't accept regular gas, so I had to go to the other gas station.
Oh my gosh!
Drive all the way down the street, go to that gas station. And then when I get to the shop, I had to fill out some forms because something was wrong with the truck.
Oh.
I was like, I could not leave.
And sometimes it's like that. I have really been feeling under the gun at my 9-to-5 job. I'm just being honest. And like I said, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, definitely that.
But the stress just got really, and then all the other stuff that I'm doing and my own endeavors. And sometimes it's unfair because you feel like everybody else's agenda for your life overtakes your ability to focus on the things that you really love and that you want to do. But that requires you to have to push back. And if you're the type of person that I am, a person who really loves helping people and wanting to support other people, that's difficult to do. For some people, it's not. For some people, all power to you if you're the type of person who can just tell a person no. And I'm grateful for you. Right. But personally, I'm not that one. I haven't been that type of person who can just push back and say no all the time. But I'm learning to. Or you get overwhelmed enough. You get to the point where you can't take it anymore. You'll learn to be that type of person.
People take your kindness for weakness.
Yes.
That ain't right, bro.
And that happens to me quite often because I'm a nice person, because people feel like I won't stand up for myself or I won't say no or something like that. They can come to me and ask or dump on me. And that's unfair. Right. First of all, you have to consider that person. Like, it's unfair. Some people just don't care. They're like, as long as I'm getting what I want, it doesn't matter how I'm affecting that person. If I'm just going to ask them, it doesn't matter if they already have too much to do. And in some cases, that is unfair. But I'm telling you, you get to the point where you're like, I can't. I just can't.
And then the one time you can't come through for a person that you always help.
Yeah.
One time, you the worst person in the world.
But
they try to make you feel bad.
So honestly, though, I feel like at the same time, because there are situations like with me and my family to where I'll ask them for something, and it's like, if I see that it's possibly going to stress them, I tell them, you don't have to do it. Right. It's just that, like, some people don't want to push it on to you, but it's just like, they're just going to ask because if you feel generous enough to do it, then you feel generous. But sometimes if you have trouble saying no, it's going to just create problems in general because even the people who aren't trying to pressure you, it's like you have to understand that you do have an option.
Yeah. No, the responsibility is on you as the person. Mm-hmm. I 100% agree with that. And I'm in no way negating that responsibility or telling someone to negate that responsibility. At the end of the day, you are responsible for you. You just are.
Facts.
Yes, I still put it out there that I wish that people can be somewhat considerate and think about the other person. Mm-hmm. And like I said, this is no shade on anybody. I can't get my throat stopped. I got a frog in there. But this is no shade against anybody. It's just me coming to the realization for myself that for my well-being, I got to push back and start saying no about some things. I have some priorities in my life. Right now, I'm in school, and that is important. That's at the top of my list. I'm working on my master's degree. Yep.
Hey.
Yep, I'm working on my master's degree. I'm in my third class. Well, actually, I'm in my third class, and I'm loving it. And that's important, but that's also important for my advancement, not to mention family things that I have to deal with, what we're going to drive, where we're going to live, all that kind of stuff. That's all priority stuff. And I got to think those are priorities in my life.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say no if you can't handle everybody else's stuff.
Right.
So, about the master's thing.
Yeah.
Azrael's considering going back to school.
Y'all don't understand. This is a momentous occasion, and I wish I had some noisemakers and party hats. Because when Azrael first came on the show, he was anti going to college for his own reasons.
I still think school's a scam. but like more so at this point I'm deciding that it's worth it to pay for the networking.
Yeah, there are a lot of benefits. Let me just say this. There is a such thing. Let me word it like that. There is a such thing as good investments and bad investments. Yeah. Whether we feel like college is a scam or not, that's one of those good investments because in the end, the benefits are great. Yes, you have access to a greater pool of people that you can network with. You have access to information that you might not get otherwise. I'm just telling you, there are benefits to it. For instance, I'll use for an example, my husband, who got a film degree. He graduated from Towson University. And because he has gone to Towson, graduated from Towson, he has access to a job site where he can go and a listserv. That's what it's called, a listserv, where he can go and search for stuff in his field and get a job. I mean, it is worth it. So there is a such thing as bad investments and good investments. And to me, college is a good investment. That's just my opinion. Not everybody will agree. Yeah, I mean, come on. We can sit here and find a scam in almost anything in life. But I just choose not to think that way because I choose to see the positive thing in things. Now, if it's just a bad idea, it's just a bad idea. I'm not going to do it. But I do choose to see the positive in things.
It's just more so in my line of work. It's just like it's all in you meeting people, so I kind of have to take that route because I've seen a couple of people who like Imani, the guy I brought onto the show.
Yeah.
He's like insanely talented, but when he went up and he was able to network and find people up there, that helped him progress. And I feel like I need to take that networking step more so.
Right. And I think, and that's an important thing too, finding people that you can, finding mentors or people you can link up with. Because there was a point in my life where I didn't really like the whole idea of mentor. Yes, that was me. But that was primarily because I didn't have good experiences with it.
Right.
And everybody that I hooked up with, you know, either, I mean, it just didn't work out. Let me just put it like that. But I do see the value in the mentor-mentee relationship because that gives you, and even if it's not somebody that you know personally, it could be somebody that you don't even know personally that you just look up to. Like my husband admires Spike Lee, and in some ways he's following his path and how he went to school and, you know, some of the ways he's gotten connected. And so it's important to have somebody that you can pattern yourself after. It could be one person, it could be 2 or 3 people. But the point is you have a path that you can follow, and I think that that's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't, like I'm gonna be honest with you, like I don't agree with a lot that Wendy Williams says out of her mouth about things, but what I do respect is her hustle and how she has her allowed her career to evolve over the years, how she's gone from radio and then have gone to TV, and so she's evolved and even gotten into some production and directing. So she's, you know, so I don't want to be like her in that regard. I'm not that type of person who criticizes people's lives.
Right.
But what I will say is that she has hustled through her career. Right. You know, and I mean, and it is what it is. She's now, like, she's had her hand in movies, even though people might not have liked some of the stuff she's done. She hasn't been afraid to take those risks in her career. Right. So it's important to have people you look up to and pattern yourself after in your career. Don't be too proud, family. Eat a little piece of humble pie. It'll help you.
Pride comes before the fall.
That's right. That's what the word of God says. The good old Bible.
I mean, it's facts. In history, look back. Yeah. Anybody who's been like, you know, I'm really on top, something happens.
Yeah.
Always.
It's that pride. You get to the point where you think you're too good to hear reason from somebody or wise counsel from someone. Somebody telling you, don't buy that Ferrari. Don't buy that right now. Save your coins just because you relying on your little $1 million check. Somebody said something to me so wise some years ago. When I was young, I remember this person saying to me, don't spend money that you don't have yet.
I heard that before.
Yeah. Don't spend money that you don't have yet. And, you know, because it's tax season, family. I'm just saying.
Shouts out to them taxes.
It's tax season. And I know, brothers and sisters, we waiting on that good old refund check to come.
Coat's coming.
We making plans for that money, baby.
Coat's going to be sold out everywhere.
Right. We making plans. Oh, hey, shout out to Shalonda. Hey, what's going on?
What up?
Miss Entrepreneur 2017 checking in from Dallas. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's tax season, family. We waiting on them checks, but don't spend that money yet.
until you get it in hand. Don't sit up here and be going to the good old Runner Center.
Exclusives.
About to furnish your whole house, and you ain't even get your refund check yet. I'm just saying, don't spend money you don't have. Use your money wisely, family. Please save them coins, because you know the way the government is going. Every other minute they talking a threat of a government shutdown and the whole nine. We have to be wise with our money.
Yeah, true that.
We got to be wise with our money. You know, put it in places where it can make some money for you. Get more than one stream of income, or as Alicia would say, if you don't know who Alicia is, she's one of the co-authors of Wisdom on the Wall, which I also co-authored. She always talks about MSIs, multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. Look into doing that.
Honestly, if we're worried about the government shutting down, take a portion of your money and invest it into physical goods. Trying to tell you.
Physical goods. Explain that for someone who doesn't know what that means.
Like food, water, animals, like seeds, anything. Because if there's ever an issue with the government, and it's kind of the same thing I say with Bitcoin, because a lot of people are big on Bitcoin, and I tell them, if anything, if one algorithm changes in Bitcoin and that one is turned to a 0, then all that currency is nothing, and now it means nothing. So even it extends to the dollar. If the government if something happens to the government and things get too out of control, then money no longer has any value. No one's going to care about a dollar.
Right.
So now we're going back to trading, and
he who has the most goods
basically
is on top. I agree. I told my husband the same thing. And then too, my theory is if you pay attention to what's happening in media, like some of the commercials, the disaster commercials telling you to be prepared and stuff like that. And I pay attention to that stuff. And it is all propaganda and brainwashing. But the fact is, if you pay attention, they telling you something about to happen, and every time they start amping up on those commercials like that, some kind of disaster happens. And that's what's so I mean, for me in my house, we will be stocking up on goods. And I told my husband that, I said water, batteries, all that kind of stuff like that. Canned goods. I have been buying generators. I have been buying canned goods out of the wazoo. I've been buying them because, I'm paying attention to the times. You have to. All right, we're getting ready to go to break. Again, we have just been shooting the breeze all show. We've been hanging in there, though. We actually did all right tonight. Stay tuned. We're coming toward the end of our show. Just a little bit longer to go. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Is this the last segment? This next one coming up? Y'all, we did it. We did it. Okay. All right. So after the break, we'll be headed into our last segment of the show. We hung in there for 2 hours. You hung in there with us for 2 hours. Stay tuned. When we wrap it up, you don't want to miss it right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time for a flashback.
And I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was
just a bit outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, they're losing right now.
It's the Renee Radio Show.
Plenty of them. We call them pen pals in my family.
So glad you said that word, because I've actually found out that there are websites, ladies and gentlemen. There are dating websites for men who are incarcerated. Yes. I'm so fucking lonely. I just may sign up for one of those websites.
Don't do it.
Don't you think I shouldn't?
Because they passing your letters around.
Oh, is that what they do?
then one of his friends go send you a letter, and then they go wind up asking you for a Verizon phone card and a couple dollars on their books because they just spent all that money.
You know a little bit too much.
Their daughter. I told you I have uncles.
Okay.
I know the game.
All right. Well, we're going to talk more about the game. The topic of the day, you guys, is called
Pen
Dangerously
Pals.
in Love. Pen Pals.
Edition.
Your little Call me up 410-702-5657.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with HL7 Azrael.
Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Your boy Blizzard.
And we've just been kind of shooting the breeze this show. Been chilling, talk about whatever comes to mind.
Yep.
And it's been pretty fun. We've been hanging in there. I still want to give an extra shout out to Mama Zena for the candy and the treats. You are the
Mama
best.
Z.
Always listening and provided snacks. Oh goodness.
The hugest
Love
the
Mama.
fan of the year goes to the fan of the year award goes to Mama Z 100%.
Hey. Facts.
So nobody get that award but her.
Facts.
She is tuned in every week.
Faithfully.
She don't play.
Faithfully. I love it. And I'm grateful. And thank you, Blizz, for sharing your mama with us.
Yes.
No problem.
We appreciate that. Everybody needs good moms.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Queen. She always supports the show too.
Fame.
Shout out to Queen.
Yeah, Queen Fee.
That's all Blizz peoples.
Right. Where are people?
Where are peoples?
Where
are peoples?
Blizzard always has the most supportive people.
Yes.
Trying, man.
But you know, you give what you get what you give. And Blizz is very supportive, so he's surrounded by the same types of people.
Facts.
So shout out to Blizz.
Shout out to y'all. I love y'all.
1/3 of this hot team, the Be
Yeah,
Inspired Radio Show team. And
Absolutely.
again, I gave them much kudos in the beginning because I was telling everybody, and I keep saying it, how overwhelmed I was. And Azrael so nicely said to me on the break, if you ever having one of them kind of weeks, just let us know so we can help you out. That's what we're here for. I was like, duly noted, duly noted. But when you're that type of person who has just been doing everything on your own and you've been trying to get support, you've been trying to get a team, and when you finally get it, it's almost like it's unreal. And the Be Inspired Radio Show actually has a real team.
Yeah.
The people that want to be here and they're not trying to take from you or nothing. They just genuinely want to be a part. That is major.
That's a major key.
I'm very happy. And they helped to put a smile on my face tonight because I sure came in here feeling some kind of way. Woo.
Mission accomplished.
Yes.
We did it.
Thank y'all, fellas. But it ain't all about me. I hope that I can support y'all and do some great stuff for y'all too. We winding down. That's all we doing.
Basically.
Can y'all see that? That we winding down. This sugar that took us down to the ground. Down to the ground. Broke us all the way down.
I love sugar so much.
I know. I have to be careful. I have to be careful with the sugar. Well, I'm gonna go home, eat my good old salad. And I bought some bomb raisin bread this weekend, though.
Ooh.
Oh. And the kids have been tearing it up. They love it.
To be honest, I want some bomb spaghetti. I'm about to get my grandmother to make some
Oh, did
spaghetti.
I set you up? No, I set your taste buds all the way up.
Because
Talking
it's
about
like,
spaghetti.
it's like you know it's good spaghetti when you use the turkey.
Turkey ground.
Yeah, the turkey ground in
Yes.
there. Because trust me, I love beef, but the turkey ground with the spaghetti.
Yeah,
That's a whole different story.
That's a jump off. That's the old. You old. You say that's a jump off. That's a jump off. But you got to season that good old turkey ground right. You have to make sure you season it well. It's one of those types of meats that you have to season well. But again, I'm back on my no meat quest. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. It can be difficult at times. I told them that I fell off the wagon last night when I had turkey ground spaghetti, or spaghetti with turkey ground in it. I fell off the wagon.
It was probably good, though.
It was delicious. With some good old garlic bread. Well, I want to give a shout out to Charlene CC Wilson. She couldn't be on the show tonight, but hopefully she'll be joining us next month. I am doing a workshop with her. We're bringing her from the UK to the US in May 19th. We are doing a brand authenticity masterclass. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be fire. I'm just letting you know. And Charlene, the guys love Charlene. She's just amazing. So y'all don't want to miss that. Shout out to Charlene. I hope she's getting some rest. That's pretty much it. We made it to the end of our show, family. We made it barely, but we made it.
We made it, though.
Barely.
We're here.
But we made it, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you tonight and always. Tune in next week for another amazing show right here on the award-winning station, BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty.